I test every single free-to-play money-making method there is on a brand new account to see if it's possible to get the bond before losing my mind. Going through the old school RuneScape evil Wikipedia, we game theory absolute garbage until we stumbled upon a multi-million-dollar method. Some would say exploit that Jagex doesn't want you to know. First up, the zero requirement cash cow. We're robbing the wise old man blind by stealing his tinderboxes. High profit, zero cost, but here's a warning. I have been banned for doing this technique. I've never botted, I swear on my dead dog. I just clicked like a coked up squirrel. Do not investigate any of my other accounts. The first fairy craft, redberries, they're required for the knight's sword quest, so surely they sell well. I was wrong. Wrong. It's completely radioactive trash. 15k an hour max. I've seen better hourly rates begging at the GE. Back to a classic, feather flipping. The method is simple. You buy 10 packs of feathers at a time, then you resell them at the Grand Exchange to some lazy motherfuckers for easy profit. Honest work, and that's why I hate it. The first skill, fishing. The profit is the sound of a baby crying in an empty room. My fishing level is so low I'm catching mutant shrimp and anchovies for a max of 15k an hour. Absolute terrible money making. So I switched to mining clay and I mine hundreds of these. 35k an hour once you've mined so much your fingers have turned into nubs. I'm basically a mole person now. Clay rocks and varrock quests, they spawn fast. Almost too fast. No matter how fast you mine. Time to try some out of the box money makers. Making flour. Picking the grain, grinding the grain, deleting my channel, yes in the comments, no in the comments. The winner will be the results. Terrible money. Next, now I'm turning the clay I mined into soft clay. Just like a couple of guys getting creative. Nothing like soft nut stiff material together for a fat 55k an hour profit. No questions asked.
Okay. Hey, no diddy, man.
I was making cash over fist, everything was going beautifully, until the Grand Exchange looked at me in my eyes and said no. I forgot this was a fresh account. I can't sell anything because of the anti-bot trade restriction. So the population of the cows have to drop and we have to bang out quests where my brain cells committed suicide one by one. Every quest was a nail in my forehead, but I kept going, and time to turn those hides into hard leather. Honestly, there is nothing quite like paying a shady man to aggressively handle my raw thick leather until it gets nice and hard.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
10 out of 10 method. I tried to collect fish food as a method. That was so bad, I refused to show it on the screen to protect your mental health. Instead, I spent hours of my human life crushing chocolate bars into chocolate dust, all for money. But the repetitive AFK motion filled the void in my soul. My brain is just a wet sponge full of bad choices. I'm a moth, but instead of a lamp, I fly straight into the knife. Woodcutting for money, normal trees, oak, willow, all complete dog water. Woodcutting for profit and free to play, don't do it. The yew logs have effing drops less than 200 each. Do not let the woodcutting propaganda get to you. Here's how they push the propaganda. It starts with the free foresting kit. They say it's a 2 million GP money printing machine. Gives you the ability to collect magical bark from events while woodcutting. They say you can trade that in for a falling handle axe, and it costs 5,000 magical bark for the fallen axe. That's worth 2 million GP on the Grand Exchange, and that is all true. But where the lie lands is when you crack the numbers and do maths, and you work out the profit margin has only boosted 5,000 per hour, and Jagex has only planted this to distract you from better free-to-play money-making methods.
So it's a huge problem of people not taking their pills.
Nope.
Do not let the woodcutting propaganda get to you. Next, I brought a mountain of onion to turn into dye from the Wicked Witch. I truly thought this was gonna print money. Spoiler, it was a hate crime against my own time. Now I have 1,000 of these yellow dyes. This witch Angie scammed me. Undeniable. She's a scammer. And I try to sell the dyes fast for only 110 GP each. And none of them sold. I'm a loser. Back to fishing for cash. Trout and salmon. They call this fly fishing because after a few hours, you want to fly yourself off the bridge. In game, of course. Gaining 15k an hour, level 40 fishing, unlocking the lobsters, the legendary lobster, the old school RuneScape golden, except it's not 2007 anymore, and the market is dead, and the harpoon fishing profit is an absolute joke. I think it's official. Free to play skilling is absolutely trash profit.
Look how they massacred my boy.
World is ending, my Lalo dye isn't selling, and I'm forced to market dump it for pennies. And to recover, I'm gonna have to start making pie shells. I dropped the prices down of the dye to 67 GP each, and they're still not selling. Brought some more cowhides, because I'm a fan of hard leather. Every cooked shrimp I sell, there's a tiny little scream in my head. Who's buying shrimp? Running more hides?
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Here's another free to play fairy craft, brass keys. I tried to collect a bunch, but my combat level was too low, and the zombies were smacking the shit out of me. Every time the zombie hits you, it makes it so you can't hop worlds, making this money method impossible. The zombies beat me like I owed them child support, so I had to run for my life. I quit this method after only 10 minutes, but I did get some keys, because I am a simple paper bag. You're a paper bag.
You're a cow.
16 keys, that's like 8k cash money. But wait, we hit a breakthrough. Making pie shells is actually decent profit, and because I have completely disassociated from reality, I made a shit ton of them. We are talking about a mountain of pastry dough. When society collapses, my pie dishes will be the new money. I'm laughing, but it's the kind of laugh that makes dogs howl 3 streets away. When the pie shells sell instantly, that's when you know you're screwed up. Lost a ton of money, at least 100k. Let's test cooking for profit. Surely people pay for cooked food, cooked trout, cooked salmon, cooked tuna, cooked lobsters. All of them are a one-way ticket to poverty. Do not cook. The cooked fish market is a lie told by parents to make their children cry. But then I realized the bots are dead. Everything changes here, and absolutely nothing changes at the same time. Selling bows and arrows to the shopkeeper. I bought them cheap in the Grand Exchange. I checked the margins like a stock trader. I maximized profit. I healed to the shop. Cash pours in like blood from a wound. I was making upwards of $1 million per hour. I'm no longer a human. I'm a money goblin. I'm doing this method for hours. My wrists hurt. My eyes are bleeding. I'm aggressively hopping worlds like a fugitive fleeing Interpol. And I'm pretty sure I'm developing carpal tunnel just for a bond. But remember this. If you see a level 3 bald man staring at you from the varrock general store, mind your own business, or he will curse your RNG for a generation. A few hours of minute clicking later, the shop are cleared. Total time eclipse 2 days, 5 hours. Net total over 11 million coins. Now we try to buy the bond for 11.1 million. And of course, it buys instantly. This definitely didn't just take 2 hours. We get the bond. Now if you want to see a real video about me exposing old school RuneScape Wiki's biggest lie, click this video. Do it now.